So, hello everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Indana. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Indana.
And today we have a very special guest, Jena. Jena is an influencer on TikTok with over 10,000 followers. Welcome, Jena. We are so happy to have you here today. First, please tell us a little bit about yourself and share.
Hi. Okay, so my name is Jena, and I started doing TikTok, I think, in 2019. And I just kind of started off with doing like funny little videos like with sounds and stuff. And about a year ago, I finally realized I wanted to just actually do like real videos and stuff. So I kind of started watching other girls, seeing what it was like, and I just started like getting a niche for myself, and I just started working on the kind of videos I wanted to make. So a little bit about me. I'm 18. I went to cosmetology school for a little bit, and I just recently moved into my apartment by myself, so I'm a grown up. So yeah, I think that's pretty good.
That's really awesome. So, what was it about TikTok that, made you decide that that's what you really wanted to do?
Yeah, so definitely. I don't know, I guess I look at like other jobs nowadays and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I like being recorded. I like making videos. I've been doing it since I was like little. Even if I wasn't talking to anyone, I always had a fake YouTube channel. So I've always just like being in front of the camera. But I think that it really just like something was just like, I want to do this. I just kind of stopped caring what other people thought, and I just started posting the videos that I wanted. And I guess, I don't know, I kind of looked into like how much people make on social media. Like there's some good money in it. So I just thought, and I still have to work on a lot with my social media page. I still need to tweak a lot of things. But just by me switching my attitude of like, this is what I want, I went from like 3,000 followers to 10,000 followers within like a year.
Oh, wow.
So like, I just switched it, and yeah, so I'm here now.
Great. And as a micro influencer on TikTok, what do you believe sets you apart from other accounts?
I guess something that would set me apart personally, I try to just like be myself. I know that there's just like, you'll see influencers or people that get sent products, and it's like, you can just tell like there's just no personality there. And like, I try to, be myself, and like, I also don't like to lie about brands. Like if I get something to me and it's for free and it's not a collab or something, I would give my honest opinion on it if I don't like it or not. So I think that definitely makes a difference. So
Yes, for sure, because I feel like we can see when someone's lying about a product. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And what strategies or tactics have you found most effective to grow your audience?
I definitely think putting a question in your videos or something just to try to get some feedback and stuff, and also that engages like your comment section and stuff. I know I kind of forget to do it in my videos, but the videos that I do it in, they definitely grow more with like the community, just because your community of your followers are like the most important things. Not if you're going viral every day, like if you don't have active community, which I think a little bit right now, my TikTok is getting a little dull because my community's not in like the following part. Like they're not watching, they're following. It seems like it's just for you. So when you have like engaging followers, you get so many more views and likes, and they comment, and it's like something that I do though in my videos is I try to make questions or ask them like, what else do you want to see, or like, what is something that you want me to try to email to get a brand or something like that.
So you engage in the comments and you answer back.
Yeah. Yes, I definitely like to answer back about everyone in my comments. I hate going to TikTok and like someone and like something so cute. And you're like, okay, where'd you get it? And it's like no one did answer. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay. I definitely love to text back with or just even like their comments to make sure that they're noticed. Like you commented on my page, I can at least give something back to you. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a great mentality because people definitely like it when the influencer answers back, especially when they ask for the clothes, like, oh, where'd you get it? And I just think it's really important. And our next question, and I think this one is a big question because as an influencer, can you walk through your content creation process? Like, how do you get your ideas? How do you remain consistent? Because I think that's like a big
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because I'll like go a day and so what I personally do is so I'll like pick a day out of my week that I want to like make content, and I'll just like kind of set my phone up. I'll get any brands I got sent to me, like packages and stuff, and I kind of make it all in one day, and then I just throw them in my drafts. And then I'll take them out and then I'll edit them and stuff, and then I kind of post them. I have such a bad problem when it comes to editing them. And I just keep like procrastinating it. And then it just like seems like the video gets posted so long. Like I don't know, I think it's so funny. My roommate, I'll be in like one outfit making one video about my day, and I'll switch to another outfit as if it's like another day. I did see so much of that, but some girl was talking about that on TikTok, and I was like, that is such a good idea. Like, I'm gonna do that. So I pick out a day, and I'll go watch like some inspiration videos on certain brands, or if I haven't seen this brand out there, I try to just talk about it as much as I can. And then, I just kind of put them all in my drafts, and then I edit them as I go, and then I post them as I go. But consistency is like the main thing about the algorithm on TikTok. And I have such a bad problem, but I'm trying to get better.
Yeah, because I'm guessing it's hard to balance, right? Like social media, friends, and then school.
So it is. So anytime I catch myself just scrolling on TikTok, I'm like, okay, no. Let's go edit. Like, if I'm going to be on the app, I need to do something right. Like, I need to do something. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And what have been some of the biggest challenges you've faced on TikTok, whether it's like, I don't know, drama, like getting hate comments, or some issues with like copyright with the music on TikTok? Like, what were the biggest challenges and how have you overcome them?
I personally, if I've gotten any hate comments or anything, which I did have one video blow up kind of, and it was like I was in a prom dress and I got some negative things, but I guess I just don't really let it get to me. It's like talking over a screen, like it's not that big of a deal. Like I just don't take it to heart that much. It's some people loved it, some people like it. Everyone has different opinions. That's just how the world works. But I guess something that I maybe have like a challenge with is like I do get packages sent to me and stuff, and they'll email me and they tell me what they want me to say about it and stuff. And I think that that's kind of a problem sometimes because it's like I might not feel that way towards a product or towards like a tool or anything they've sent me. So it's a little difficult to try to I want to work with this brand, but it's like I don't really feel the same about the product. Maybe it's just not working for me, or maybe it'll work for someone else. But I think that's probably something that I've with social media I've kind of faced. That's probably the negative part.
And how do you manage that?
I mainly just I'll ask them I'll just email them back, or if it's a DM on Instagram or something, and I just kind of explain to them hey, I don't know if I'm the best person for this. I thought it was gonna work for me, or it would be my shade or just something, but it's not. So I either, if it's if it's makeup or something, I'll ask them, like, I'll send this back. Usually they just tell me to keep it. Or they'll send me like a different shade or like a different kind, or like, you know, if it's for oily skin or something, they'll send me one for dry, or like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they'll send a different version of it. Or they'll just say, like, okay, I'm sorry for that, like, whatever. You don't have to post the content. So it's a little hard though, like emailing a brand that sent you something, telling them you don't like it. It's like kind of heartbreaking because it's like, oh, they already sent it to me. Like, how do I? So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, you're trying to remain honest towards your followers.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of challenges, TikTok is known for its many trends. And how do you know, or how do you choose which ones to participate in? Because
I guess, so when I first started TikTok, I did like the TikTok dances and stuff. And I feel like those ones go so viral. And I love to like dance and stuff on the TikTok, but I just don't do that anymore. Because it's just not really part of my page. So if I see a trend or something and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, I want to do it, I feel like I have to like look back at my like page, and it's like, okay, if you're scrolling on my page, like, is this something that flows with it? Like all my videos I try to flow them together. Like, this is what I do. And if like the trend is something kind of like crazy, okay, like a eating mukbang or something, like everyone's going and eating something, or I don't know, trying something new, like I feel like that doesn't really go with like doing hair and makeup. So if I see trends and stuff, I try to just like see if like if the music goes, like I don't want something on my page that's like a weird sound or like something negative, or I don't know, something like that. Just because I try to like help the girls, like I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's what I would have to say, is I just try to make sure that it flows with my page, and you know, if the trend like intertwines with like me and what I post.
And when it comes to like collaborating with other creators or with brands and stuff like that, how was like that experience, and how do you approach that? Do the brands approach you, or do you cold email? Like, how does that work?
So yes, so when I first started emailing brands and stuff, I think I was only at like 7,000 followers. That still is pretty high, but I think that was in 2022. And I had, I think it was like 2022. So I would personally go out and email brands, and I would text people on Instagram, and I'd be left undelivered for months, or someone would text me back and just say that they're not looking for any like collabs right now. And I'm like, okay. So I got a lot of no's at first, like tons, just because one, my page wasn't supporting like anything of like no brand's gonna send me something if my page is just a bunch of like me lip singing videos or something. Like, that's another thing. I had to make my page something that brands are going to want to send me, because I give them something in return. Like, no brand just wants to send someone with 1,000 followers something and maybe think they'll post something. Like, I definitely have to work on my like collaboration videos. I think that they're a bit dull right now. And I could definitely do better. But when I get emailed a lot of times, and right now the biggest thing that I get emailed from is people that do TikTok shop. So they're like, TikTok shop is a bunch of like different sellers. So the sellers, they email me, and ever since I put my email in my bio on TikTok, I've gotten so many emails. And I know a lot of creators have like little like media kits. Those are amazing for when you're emailing, just because it gives the other person an instant, like direct to everything. So yes, when I was first emailing, it did take a while for like me to get some talking back and stuff. I did have a couple that did send it to me when I was emailing them, but morally, after I reset my page and I just like redid what I want, I had brands reaching out to me then. So, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yes.
And I just wanted to elaborate on that. You mentioned how at first you were doing more lip syncing, and then you had to switch a bit your page to make it like more marketable. What exactly did you do? Like, did you start doing like get ready with me, like those sort of videos?
Yes. I mainly started off with like, I was getting ready for high school. I had such a bad problem with always being late for school. Like every single day I was late. So if I was gonna be late, I just made a video. And I would just talk in the video about like how school's going. I would talk about like the latest stuff happening, and I kind of just made it like I made it just like an area where people can kind of just like sit there and like watch my videos. And I would just do my makeup, and I would talk about a product sometimes. But the main thing on which I guess I should have totally included this on the last part, totally forgot. I downloaded an app called Skeepers, and it does take a minute to get. It took me from October until January of like that year for them to approve me. And once I was approved, you get to apply for free products. And once I was approved, I took full advantage of it. So I would get like products sent to me, and it'd only be like a mini, or like it'd be full size. But I mean, it wasn't like, there was some really good stuff on there. Like, don't get me wrong, I love their stuff. But it just wasn't like you were getting a full PR package. Like, you weren't getting multiple things in one thing. Like, you were just getting a small little package with something in it. But still, that's like pretty cool for, not getting anything. So when I first signed up for that, I would get like products sent to me here and there. And when I got those sent to me, I would make direct videos on just promoting that one little item. And then I would make another like connected video of like using the product, but not talking about it, just like using it and like talking about something. So that's definitely how I like got my page to like transform, is that I just started like, I made it what I wanted it to be. And I just like continued getting ready, trying on outfits, doing hauls, like talking about certain things. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think you've been doing really good actually, because I know you mentioned it a little before about the prom dress that you got sent, and I saw that and I was like, it was one of those dresses going viral, and I was like, oh my gosh. And did you reach out to them?
They actually reached out to me. It was really cool. So I actually have to make another video for that. I'm so bad with like timing and stuff. So I actually have to, in order of our collab, I had to make a TikTok video, and I have to send them like pictures, like of just pictures for their page. And then I also have to make a YouTube video. Okay. So sometimes just getting stuff like isn't always just like, oh, I just got this for free. Like, no, there's a bit of like they get something in return, and I agreed with them that I would make some YouTube videos and stuff. So one thing really cool about that brand is that they sent me that dress. But when I fully like finish what I'm supposed to do for them, they're actually going to send me, before prom season comes, like about 5 more dresses. And I'm supposed to do a big like YouTube video for them.
Okay.
So that's something really cool, but I have to do my side of it first before I can like proceed. Mm-hmm. So it's not always just like fun, and I mean it is fun, yes, but not like getting a free product and just storing it away. Like, you have to do stuff with it. Like, I think people need to think like girls that want to do this, they need to know that like it's not just about like getting free products and every day's Christmas. It's like you have to make videos for them. You do have to create content. you do have to, I tell brands sometimes when I get skincare, like, listen, I can definitely make a video for this, but I need to actually like use it for a week, because there's like deadlines between when you need to post it, and I tell them like, hey, this is skincare. Like, I need to be using it for a little while before I can like see a result and then actually talk about it. Like, because if I'm just getting to use it one time, like it's not really giving the best benefits for it. But yeah, when I got that prom dress email, I was like, what?
For sure.
Cool.
And yeah, because I saw the brand, they were actually going viral during prom season. Like, yeah, the dresses, like everyone was like, oh my gosh, I want that dress. And I saw that you had gotten it and I was like, wow.
And it's crazy because it's like, sometimes you feel like, why me? Like, this dress cost money. Like, I got it for free. Like, what do you, like, because I'm making videos? Like, I don't know, sometimes it's a little crazy. Not too long ago, I made a video about, like, these UGG boots on TikTok shop, and I made, like, some serious money from it. And I'm just like, for boots? Like, and girls, like, all the time. And I'm just like, I want everyone to be in on this. Like, I don't know.
For sure.
Like, just make videos. Like, you'll get free stuff. Like,
Yeah. And
yesterday, I got some mail, and I opened up a package, and it was like a PR box from The Ordinary. And I'm like, what? I never even... It was just so cool.
Wow, that's definitely really cool. And I feel like, yeah,
anyone can literally do it. Like, so.
For sure, because it's a new thing with our generation. Like, it's kind of like this new job you can kind of have if you stay consistent.
Yeah.
And I guess our next question would be, what are your goals with your account?
Yes. My goals right now for doing TikTok still, I really want to get better with like being more consistent, and I also really want to I want to make my videos not so like choppy. I feel like I'm just like talking to the camera. Like, I want to be like engaging more. I want to be like I want to like edit it better. You know, I love watching videos where they like throw in like a funny sound or something after you say something silly. You know, I want to be able to do that more. And I definitely want to go with like YouTube a little bit more and doing like longer videos. Because I watch YouTube. I love me some YouTube. If I could do that a little bit more, I would really like that. But my goals for TikTok is just like, I want to like get out more. I want to like kind of transform my page, not just so much of like me just doing makeup. Like, I really want to do more with like helping out girls with like, you know, emailing and stuff, and, you know, getting their page to be better. I definitely want to talk about that a little bit more. Maybe even starting like a little, what is it? Like a little, I already kind of started one on my page. It was like, what are they called? Well, it's just like a little, you tap through and it's like all one thing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know what it's freaking called. Like a little segment of like little things, and I can just go right to that. I want to do that, and just like I don't know, I just feel like my followers right now are just kind of like I'm only getting like 400 views, and I'm like, hey guys, where you at? Like, I was just getting this money. So I need to understand what I need to do in my videos to make them like more people watching them. I think right now, I feel like everyone has such a little like attention span. We want to watch like 30-second videos, not 1 minute. So it's trying to put a bunch of things in one small video, because no one wants to just sit there. I've caught myself before. I don't want to sit there and watch a minute or a 2-minute video. Like, it's like, okay, next. Like, I'm scrolling like it's Instagram. Like, I need to watch videos. But yeah, so that's something I want to do.
And what would be like your advice for aspiring influencers? Do you have any tips and tricks on someone who's just getting started, who wants to get started?
Yes. So I guess any tips from me would just be like, just don't care what like anyone has to say about your videos. If you're still in school or whatever, and people are like, "Oh, I seen you," and they're saying stuff, it's just like, okay, like, it's a view for me. Like, it's not. That's one thing I feel like people that they stop. Is another thing is like they're not seeing any improvement or anything and they just stop. Like I did. I was like, I'm not going to get anywhere. I only have this many followers. It's like you start overthinking it a little bit and then you just stop. But when you just like keep doing it, like you'll grow. Like it's not a one-day process. It's like a growing process. And so I'm saying just be consistent. Don't care about what anyone thinks or what anyone's going to say, because at the end of the day, someone could say something about me about how I make videos and it's cringe. It's like, okay, but I'm making money off these videos that you're watching. Mm-hmm. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's, it's about me. And, so I just don't. When people give me hate or anything, or people in my neighborhood, they know me and I go to the same Walmart that that they go to. I just try to like leave that off to the side because it's like, it's not relevant. Mm-hmm. I do the videos for me. I think that they're fun. So I try not to be invested in that. And another tip is just like, definitely just try, when you have your page, try to come up with something that's like your niche and like your like reason for your page, because that'll be like the biggest thing. Like you don't want people coming on your page and being like, so what is it? Is it this or is it this? Like you want your page to be like all sort of like the same category of stuff. Like lifestyle, you want to have all lifestyle things. If it's just makeup things, like, throwing in like a random video here and there doesn't really help with your like engagement. I definitely understand that, because I would do like a get ready with me, and then I was a cook at a restaurant, and then all of a sudden I would make a video about cooking and like I got one like, so I'm like, okay, they don't want this. Like, so yeah, you need to come up with a niche for yourself. And also, like, something that's also really good for your page is, like, maybe coming up with, like, your own little, like, thing. Like, I guess every video I start off with, I don't know why, it just happened. I'm just always like, hey, guys, like, I don't know why, but I know that, like, helps with, like, some influencers. They'll call all their followers one thing. Or, they go about, like, the way. I don't know. Or, like, sometimes you watch someone's videos and they edit things like really funny, or like, you watch their videos like almost for that. So just create yourself like on your page. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm probably explaining it terribly. But yeah, those are my tips.
No, it makes perfect sense, because I feel like a lot of influencers, where they go wrong is, like you said, they go in all sorts of directions, and then you don't know what their page is about, and then they lose followers.
Yeah, no, definitely. My page kind of blew up a little bit when I posted this, like, it was a transformation with my friend. It was like this prom dress, and I gained a lot of followers for it. And because they followed me, because they seen that it was a prom dress and like, it was, like the scenery of it, and they followed me because like that direct. And then I continued to posting my content that I usually post, and I was just seeing like drastic people unfollowing. Like I just went down like 1,000 and like another 1,000. I'm just like, okay, like these people followed me because they seen that, and they must have liked those videos at the time. But I went back to doing what the videos I liked doing, and I was losing followers. And I'm like, okay, well, that's okay. But then I was gaining followers, especially when I just started talking about like helping out with all of this stuff and, helping girls get started. and I was commenting and DMing girls and trying to help them out, made a couple of videos, and I gained followers. So now I know like who my audience is, because you definitely need to know who your audience is, or you're really not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that intertwines with like knowing what you need to post, or like knowing who you are. Like if you're not someone who does makeup every day, don't do get readies with me. Like just because that's a hot thing right now, like that's not who you are. You know, personally, I don't like doing my hair. My hair is never done. So when I get hair products sent to me, I'm just like, really? Friend do all that stuff. I actually give her my products and she loves me for it. But that's another thing. So I'm not going to do like hair tips and tricks. Like I don't really care about that. Like I'm literally going to use box dye tonight and make a video on my TikTok about it. I'm going to dye my hair tonight, but so I don't know. You just have to come up with something that's yourself, you know, not because everyone else is doing this.
Perfect. And thank you so much for being here and sharing your story and all the great advice. And lastly, do you want to plug in your social media real quick?
Oh, yeah. So my TikTok is Jena, so with one N, and then R, and then Renee, so RENEE. And my Instagram is Jena with one N, and then Draper, DRAPER. And that should work. Sorry if I talk too much, guys. I have no problem with that. That's why all my videos are way too long. But I hope that I really helped with things, and I'm really glad that you guys all listened. So thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for the listeners for tuning in, and we'll see you all in our next episode. Take care.